20 years old. From a country where tennis courts barely exist. And she just walked into Miami and took the whole tournament apart. Asterisk not someday. Right now. This is the story of Alexandra Eala, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the tennis world stopped looking for its next superstar the moment she showed up. Let's start with a moment nobody expected. Magdalena Rybarikova Magdala Linette, a crafty Polish veteran, just did something stunning. She knocked out Iga Świątek. The world number one. Gone. Everyone assumed Linette would cruise into the second week. Then she walked onto the court against a 20-year-old from Quezon City. And that was it. For nearly 2 hours, Alex Eala didn't just beat the woman who beat the best player on the planet. She dismantled her. Systematically. Point by point. With a calm that made the commentators go quiet. She is just someone that I'm obviously very impressed with. Asterisk, that's not a compliment. That's a confession. But here's what you need to understand about how we got here. Alex Eala did not arrive. She climbed. At 13 years old, she left the Philippines. No Grand Slam facilities at home, no local circuit. No pipeline. Just a kid with a decision that would quietly change sports history. She moved to Mallorca, Spain. To the Rafa Nadal Academy. Think about what that means. She didn't just learn to hit a heavy topspin forehand, though she absolutely learned that. She absorbed a philosophy. The idea that you never surrender a point. That you respect the game more than you fear your opponent. That fitness is a weapon. That patience is a superpower. You see it every time she plays. In 2022, she won the US Open Girls title. First Filipino ever. Without dropping a single set. Most junior champions stop there. The professional tour is where that story usually ends, a graveyard for teenage prodigies who can't bridge the gap to the real world. Eala sprinted across that gap. She spent 2023 and 2024 on the ITF grind. Small towns. Bad courts. No cameras. She was building armor the slow, invisible way. Then came 2025. She walked into Miami as a wild card ranked outside the top 100. Nobody gave her 2 rounds. She beat Madison Keys. She shocked Iga Świątek. She became the first Filipina to reach a WTA 1000 semifinal. By the end of that year. Top 50, Southeast Asian Games gold medal. Center courts of the world. Most players spend their entire careers chasing one moment like that. She had it at 19. And then she came back for more. 2026 is a different beast. She's ranked 29th in the world now. She's seeded. She's the one people are studying, game planning against, gunning for. And she keeps winning. Her game has evolved in specific, measurable ways. The lefty forehand, already a weapon, is now surgical. She can hit it heavy to push you back, or flatten it out to end the point. The angles she creates as a left-hander are things right-handed players spend their whole career struggling to read. But the real story is her serve. 2 years ago, it was a liability. Commentators joked about it. Jimmy Connors once said, and I'm paraphrasing gently, that he could outrun her second serve. Not anymore. She's winning free points with it now. First serve percentage is climbing. The placement is sharper. The pop is real. She told reporters exactly why, I was trying a lot of first serves. And that gave me the freedom to go for certain shots, knowing it was more solid. Asterisk, that's not a 20-year-old talking. That's a tactician. Here's what makes this genuinely different from every other young player rise you've seen. Remember Emma Raducanu? Lightning strike. One tournament. Changed everything. Then the reality of the tour hit. Coco Gauff. Teenage hype, explosive, real, but it came with enormous weight early. Eala's rise is something else. It's asterisk step by step. She has tasted defeat. She's dealt with injuries. She knows how to lose and come back the next week. When she says I've matured a lot in the past year, she's not giving you a quote. She's describing an actual transformation. She even knows how to switch off. She went to a Miami Heat game. Met coach Erik Spoelstra, a Filipino-American legend, and watched basketball to get her head out of tennis. She calls it, filling her cup. And it works. Now look at the bigger picture. Every time Eala steps onto a court, she carries something most players never have to think about. 115 million people. In a country where basketball is king, she has made tennis the conversation. The Filipino diaspora shows up to her matches 3 states away just to wave blue, red, and yellow flags. Manny Pacquiao is watching. Erik Spoelstra is watching. A nation is watching. And she handles it with a spoonful of gratitude. That phrase is hers. She uses it constantly. Not as a PR line, as something real. I've witnessed poverty in my surroundings. I don't take anything for granted. Family. My team. The opportunities one have. That groundedness is the armor underneath the armor. So where does this go? Clay season is coming. Roland Garros is coming. And if you know anything about the Nadal Academy, you know what that means. Red clay is exactly where that training philosophy was built. Heavy topspin. Relentless defense. Tactical patience that wears opponents down over 3 sets. If she carries this Miami momentum into Paris, and there is every reason to think she will, we might be looking at the first Grand Slam champion in Philippine history. The tennis world spent years searching for its next superstar. A player with the firepower to match the best, the mind to outthink veterans, and the story that makes the whole world pay attention. They can stop searching. She's already here. She's 20 years old. And she's just getting started. Watch what happens when she gets to Paris.